All right. We are ready to get started. Well, hello everyone. I'm super excited to have you here. If you wouldn't mind making sure that you are muted, that'd be awesome. And then I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be recording this. And just to let you know, all of this whole call was based off of what Megan Jost does. So she is another consultant who is like our sister consultant, and she has some incredible ideas and incredible ways to go about stuff. So I love to share the knowledge and stuff that she shares with her team, and she is kind enough to share it with us. So with that, I am going to share my screen, and you will see we're going to go through that launch party prep document, okay? But while I'm sharing my screen, I want you ladies to post in the chat what you're super excited about. I want to hear what you are looking forward to doing this business. We are so excited to have you here. I'm Dana McWilliam, by the way. If you do not know me, I am the leader of the Blossoming Beauties. And yeah, I'm just super excited to see so many new faces and for you ladies to get a jump start on your business. So post in the chat what you're looking forward to the most, what you're really excited about within your business. And I'm going to open the chat as well. Raven says, making money. Heck yes. Amanda, socializing, helping other women, and extra money. Absolutely. Can you ladies see the launch party prep document? You can just give me a thumbs up if you can. Fatima, create connections with other women. Sarah, expanding your business post-COVID, home parties. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Raven. Okay. Yes. Okay, perfect. Well, Shyla, meeting new women or meeting new people, making those connections, helping other women. Amy, money, making connections. Yay. So I do want to know who has already had their launch party. Post in the chat if you've already had it, and post in the chat if you have it scheduled, and let me know what the date of your launch party is. So the reason why we do this call is really to help you feel comfortable and confident going into your launch party. This is like your practice party, okay? And this is gonna set you up. Oh, yay, Kirby, yours is this weekend. Oh, Fatima, you had 2 friends come over. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yay. Amanda's April 15th. That's great. So if you have not picked a launch party date, make sure you pick it ASAP. Even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, trust me, we were all in that same position. I literally printed off word for word a demo script. I can share that with you. And I read it, jokes included. Okay. So really this call is to just help you to feel comfortable and confident and just get to know the products, get to know how the party flow and everything. Okay. So we're going to be doing some of this launch party prep. And like I said, this is created by Megan Jost. So thank her for this organization and all of the links that are in here. One of them I changed just because our checklist is a little bit different than her team's. But besides that, this is all like her videos that she created and stuff to just help new consultants have a rockin' first party and beyond. So if you are that person who has some questions, write down your questions and I can always come back to them after the call as well. Okay. First of all, if you have not started your checklist, okay. So hopefully you have started your checklist and gotten the inventory program if you're able to. If you have started doing your new Pure Romance email, get started on the 5-step launch. And yes, this might seem like a lot of information, but here's the deal. If you focus on those things, that's going to be the most important things. to just get your business going. Okay. So with that, I hope you have a pen and paper to write down some questions and everything like that. So first of all, I want to talk about party prep. Okay. What you're going to need to get ready prior to your first party. And some of this is going to be really redundant for every single party. Actually, most of it's going to be, and you're going to actually be able to get ready for a party pretty quick once you kind of get the hang of it. So first of all, inventory. If you haven't gotten the inventory booster, we have 2 options for that. So make sure you check those out. It's in your checklist. And if you're not sure where to find the checklist, just scroll on up and click on that blue word that says checklist, and you'll see that. And then you're going to want some demo products. So this is where you, if you got the free kit, you're going to not maybe have all of these, but that's okay. You're going to start with what you got, and you can always build on that. Okay. But I say 10 to 15 great examples: shave cream, our hydrating body oil, the bubble bath body wash, Basic Instinct, the pheromone roller, heart massager. Having lingerie is awesome, even if you only have one piece. Our Sensations lubricant, Just Like Me lubricant, our O enhancement cream, and then 1 to 2 clitoral toys, a dual action toy, a C-ring, and even your Get a Grip, and then 1 anal toy. Okay. So that's kind of like a great place to start. Yes, Kirby. So lingerie, we have a lot of limited lingerie that launches, which is really fun because you can kind of stock up on some and bring it to your parties. And then we have a few running line pieces as well. So what to bring to the party? Obviously, inventory, demo products, folders. So I'm going to show you what I personally do. Megan Jose might do something a little bit different, but this is what I personally do for my parties. Okay. So I give everyone, I literally bought these on Amazon, super cheap, just literally a folder. And reason being is because then everyone kind of has a, place to kind of like jot down notes and stuff like that. And it's, a little bit sturdier than if they don't have a table or something. Okay. So let me find one. I just had a party, so I have to find one that actually has a wish list in it. Oops. Look at this. I'm not going to even have a wish list. I'll be able to pull it up though if I don't have one. Okay. So I give them a folder, and inside is going to be, I'll show you. I'll pull it up on my computer. So inside, right-hand side is usually my wish list. I'm going to pull it up right here for you really quick. Let me know if you can see my Canva screen right now. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be great. If you can't, okay, perfect. Okay. So I print this out. Okay. Oh no, that's wrong. I'm so sorry. That's the starter kit one. That's on this page. Here we go. Okay. So I print this. Oh my gosh. Yes. So I feel like printing at the library is probably, not the cheapest. I just have a printer that I use, and I print just this. It's like the only thing I print. So I print this wish list, and you can do this. I can share the link for you. But every single person gets a paper wish list. So this treat yourself picture wish list is on the right-hand side. Here's the deal. Does not need to be fancy. If you were like, oh my gosh, that seems like a lot, have a piece of paper and write wish list, or just have the products that you're talking about on a piece of paper printed, and people can check it off or write notes about it. Doesn't have to be fancy. And then of course you want to make sure you have a connection card in there too. Okay. And then I do give them a pen. So folders. The other thing I have in there is the kit comparison. Okay. And that's just what I put in there because I always reference this during my sponsoring game as well. Okay. If you have catalogs, you can slip a catalog in there. Personally, I don't pass catalogs around at my parties. It's a personal choice. You can choose to do it different. I always bring a catalog in the shopping room, and I always have a catalog that I leave out as as I'm packing up before I go into the shopping room. Okay. Reason being is just because people flip through it. And I personally don't, I like their attention focused on the products I'm talking about. So connection cards. This is literal gold for your business and what you're going to be using as a door prize. So connection cards you can order on your online office, your COO. Okay. But I'm going to try to pull it up. It's not pulling up. Come on. Let's see if I can download it. So these are what you can either order on the COO, which I would suggest. You can print them up, but it's going to cost quite a bit. So I would order them on the COO. You guys, this is a must to go into your folder. Wish list and the Let's Connect connection card, absolute must. Now here is the deal. Rachel, that's a good question. I'll have to take a peek if they're off back order. Here's the deal. How you're going to get people to fill this out. This is their entry into the prize at the end. Okay. The door prize. Yeah, Teresa. So Teresa is going to show her connection card that she has. It's literally going to look like this. I'm going to stop sharing really quick. Teresa, can you unmute?
Yep. Trying to flip my camera. Oh, okay. I'm just working in my office while listening, and this does have a name on it, but I just have them fill out the front.
Perfect.
And then the back.
Cool.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yay. Okay.
And I have somewhere I have like boxes of things like this where I have like them stored.
Yep.
So you can keep them for the long spot.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. So the reason why you want these is because, you guys, this is going to be how you collect information for your customers. And I promise you, they will fill it out. So what you do is when you're at the party in the beginning, you're going to be like, all right, ladies, you're going to find a Let's Connect card in your folder. I want you to first, before we have a little bit too many drinks, before we get into it, just go ahead and fill out that front portion for me. It's your name, address, city, make sure you don't forget apartment numbers, and then your phone and email and birthday. I want to make sure that I'm able to get in touch with you in case you have an issue or anything like that. And just a checkup to see how you're liking your products. Once you fill out the front side, just set it aside. We'll get back to the back side in a little while. Okay. And then at the very end of the party, that's when you have them fill the back side, because you don't want them filling out the back side before, because they haven't seen a party maybe. So they don't know if they're ready to host their own. They haven't seen how you do the party and learned about the business. So they don't know if they want to be a consultant yet, right? They don't know what they enjoyed most about this party yet because they haven't seen the party. So at the very end, all you're going to do to get them to fill out that back portion is, all right, ladies, now take out that Let's Connect card. This is going to be how you're going to get entered into the door prize. You have to make sure the front and back are filled out fully. Okay. I'm going to walk you through the back. So if you had so much fun and you want to have your own ladies' night, you can circle yes, no, or maybe. Yes is, hey, let's pick a date. I'm ready to party with you. No, you're a party goer, not a thrower. That's totally okay. And maybe it's just not right now, maybe just down the road. Okay. So circle yes, no, or maybe. If you've ever thought of doing what I do and maybe you sat there and you're like, seems like kind of a fun job, right? Maybe earn some extra money, educate some women, and have a fun time doing it. I want to know if you're interested in doing what I do. Yes, no, or maybe. Yes, I'd love to set up a time and we can chat a little bit more, see if it's a good fit for you. No, totally fine. Maybe in the future. And then I'm just going to walk you through really quick who in the room you think would be a fantastic Pure Romance consultant. You can definitely choose yourself. What did you enjoy most about this party? Next is, tell me just a little bit about yourself. What do? You have kids? You're a mom? Do you work? And I want to know, number 4 is, what's the biggest bill of the month? Number 5, what would you do with an extra $800 right now? And like, maybe let's pretend your bills are paid, right? Pretend your bills are paid. What would you do with the extra $800? Number 6 question is my favorite. If I could show you a way to pay number 4 easier so you can do more of number 5, would you be interested in learning more? Yes, no, or maybe. All right, once you have that filled out front and back, I want you to hand it to me and I'm going to collect them and we'll do our door prize. So literally every single person can fill out that. And I promise you, there might be like, a couple things are missing or something, but typically they fill it out and those are going to be literal gold. Like you want to make sure you keep those and that's how you can follow up and everything like that. Okay, I want to make sure you can still see my screen. I gotta reshare, I think. Okay. And then you are going to play an icebreaker game. Now, one that I really like, I do like the what if game. So how this is played, and you can actually look on the COO for this. I think it's actually linked right here. Let's see. If it's linked, then I'm not going to go through it. Okay. So, yep, what if game at the very bottom. So take a look at that. It's really fun. It's interactive. It kind of is going to help set the mood and tone, and you can kind of see, is it a group that's a little bit more reserved? Is it a group that's like a little bit, more wild and things like that? So you're going to play an icebreaker game, okay, before you do any of the products. And I actually kind of like to do it before I even introduce myself. A booking game. This link on the party launch prep is going to be Megan Jose's way to book a party. Okay. If you want what I do, it is called a now or later. Both of these are great options. All right. Totally dependent on what you feel most comfortable with, but it is crucial to play a booking game at every single party. I promise you, I've been in this business for almost 10 years, and I still, to this day, play a booking game at every single party. That is how I stay in business. It helps that snowball effect of parties keep coming and coming, and it's going to just make your life a whole lot easier. It's so much easier to book parties at parties instead of trying to book parties from scratch. Okay. They were just there. They had fun, all that things. So take a look at that booking game. And then mine is called Now or Later. And it's actually in the Boston Beauties page. But if you're watching this and you're not in that page, I can share it with Megan Jose as well. Okay. And then prizes. So you're like, okay, well, we did the connection cards. What am I going to give away for a prize? You guys, you could do a foil pack. You could just do, hey, the winner, you can get 10% off of any product, $50 or less. So your prize doesn't have to be this grandiose thing. It's just a fun, simple prize, right? We have things on the back office you could get, like the little lipsticks that look like a penis. I just think they're so funny. Or you could do a foil pack, or just simply, you can pick a discount. Okay. Raffle tickets. So raffle tickets, I didn't grab mine. So I typically have like a little bag full of raffle tickets. How I use mine at my parties is that is how they get extra tickets into the drawing if you want. I'm not sure how Megan uses them, but that is going to be a great way to have ladies do like have it, love it, want it, need it. So when you're talking about product and they have it and they love it and they want to confess to be the proud owner of it, you can say, hey ladies, if you want to get some extra raffle tickets, I want you to just say have it, love it when I'm talking about a product. And if you're like, oh, I don't have anything, just say want it, need it. I'll give you some raffle tickets as we go along. That way you can get you can learn a little bit more about the products. Okay. So I love have it, love it. Okay. Oh geez, that was weird. So with that, party calendar with open party dates ready. The reason why having this is so important is because I want you ladies to remember that this is your business. You are in business for yourself. You get to choose when you work. Okay. Work, do parties. So that means if you don't want to party on Saturday or Sunday, then don't party on Saturday or Sunday. I rarely do it. There are occasional times that I do. Maybe I open one weekend a month, but that time is for my family. And that's just what I personally choose. I typically party Monday through Thursday. So have your open party calendar, because when you play the booking game, you're going to just simply have that calendar and be like, hey, so I know you wanted to have a party. Here are my open party dates. I've got this date, and this date. Which date works best, right? So make sure you have that ready, and make sure you cross off prior commitments, family commitments, personal commitments first, and then put in what days you're open for parties. Okay. And then make sure you have a card reader. You can do this through PayPal or Square. Through PayPal, I know Megan Jose is doing a training actually tonight, and I'm hoping that she'll have another one. But PayPal has a point of sale system for taking orders. So you might have paper order forms, which is totally okay. If you didn't get paper order forms, you can print off some order forms, or you can use the PayPal. It's called Zettle, and it's their point of sale system. It's free. So that is a great option to be able to take orders really easily at parties. But then through PayPal or Square, you can usually order a Square or a card reader. Okay, so a credit card reader. The reason why this is important is because if you type it in manually, you're just going to be charged a higher processing fee. So, save some money here and there. We're always open for that. Okay. So that is kind of what you want. I know it sounds like a lot prior to the party, but like I said, once you do a couple parties, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, like here's my booking game. This is what I do every time. Here's my icebreaker. Here are my demo products. Here are my folders, pens, things like that. Okay. Okay. So here's the party flow. Now I'm going to come back to questions at the end. So essentially your party flow, and I do have a demo script. If you would like to see that, I am happy to share that with you. It is not completely updated for 2023. You'll get the gist, but it literally is word for word what I read at my parties before I started. Okay. So Shyla, yes. So links or how to find for anything on the COO would be awesome. So with that, most of what you are going to want to do. So first of all, use this document. Literally all of these links, link to the training site that Megan did. These are going to be the most important links that you'll need to get set up and running. Okay. Other links, there's not a whole lot of links, I guess, on the COO. It's more of like the training site that you'd maybe want, or the checklist. Okay. So with this checklist, but you should be able to search, let's see, within the COO. And maybe you can't, maybe it's only on the training site. On the training site, you can literally search for anything. So if you were to go to training.jeffpromise.com, search training, upper left-hand corner, you can literally search anything. Hostess, coaching. Click search. Here you go. Be a badass partier. Prepare, organize, and succeed. Virtual parties. So lots of ways that you can do that. Okay. Now, yes, Shyla, you always add tax and shipping to every single order at your parties. In-home parties, orders that just come randomly to you. So make sure you're always adding shipping and tax to that. Okay. So your shipping is going to be based on where you live. In Minnesota, we can charge our personal tax to anyone. So you just know what your tax is based on your city, and then you're going to be good to go. Shipping, I personally charge $9 at my parties. I would suggest charging at least $8, but probably $9. Okay. All right. So, okay. So party flow. This is essentially just like the basis of the breakdown. Okay. You're going to welcome everyone. You're going to share your I story. We're going to talk about that in a second. You're going to play your icebreaker game. Okay. Like that what if game, one of my faves. And then you're going to simply start your demo. Start with bath and beauty, massage, enhancement, lingerie, lubricants, bedroom accessories. And then you're going to end with a door prize, drawing with the connection cards plus the raffle tickets, your booking game, and then you're going to do your thank you and good night. So brief explanation of the ordering room, and then thank you for everyone coming. Okay. So with that, I'm just going to walk through a couple of things. Your I story. I'm going to scroll down because this is a great breakdown of what your I story can look like and should look like. So I want you to actually write this out. It's really going to help. Okay. So even if your party is with your friends, yes, they probably know you, but I still want you to make sure you share your I story. Okay. This is going to help to get to know have everyone help to get to know you more and why you're specifically doing Pure Romance. So a couple of things, 5 things you need in your I story: your name, what you do outside of Pure Romance, what didn't you like about your situation prior to joining? So was it not making enough money, feeling unappreciated? Was it super long hours and you wanted to cut back? Number 4 is why you decided to join Pure Romance. That's going to be unique to you. And then what you're using your profit for. I think this one's really important because a lot of times it's going to make you really relatable, right? There's going to be a lot of women at your parties who are going to hear your I story and they're going to be like, wow, I'm in a very similar situation. Or, man, I really relate to that part of her story. And they can then kind of see themselves in your shoes. Okay. So if you have not written your I story, I want you to write it down. Okay. I want you to make sure you write that down and, practice it, memorize it. It doesn't have to be this novel. It can be, a couple of sentences. It can be short and sweet. But know that your story is unique and know that it's powerful. Okay. So icebreaker game, like I said, is really to just kind of set the tone and feel out the crowd of the group. And then when you start your demo, so we're going to go into depth about a couple of these, but bath and beauty, I always love to start with making women feel confident and sexy and just feel good about themselves, right? And we have phenomenal bath and beauty products, our number one being a shave cream. Okay. Going into then massage and kind of foreplay with enhancements to kind of spice things up a bit, right? To really let women know that we are getting our brains in the game and really starting to focus on that intimacy, because it's really hard just sometimes for us women to get in that mood. Okay. Lingerie, love talking about lingerie because it is the second highest product in the catalog. And we want to make women feel great about themselves, feel really beautiful and confident. And lingerie is something that you can really talk about how it's for you as a woman to feel sexy and confident and love the skin that you're in. Okay. Lubricants we're going to go in depth about, and then bedroom accessories and really, giving them permission to explore, knowing that they should know more about their bodies than anybody else. And toys are not competitors, they're teammates. Okay. With the door prize and connection cards, the other thing with raffle tickets that you can do is you can always do a little game if they want to ask you anything about the Pure Women's business. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, I just started. I don't know if I can answer anything about the business. That's okay. You can just give your own personal thoughts on things, but you can say, hey, we can have an opportunity before we go into the shopping room. And you can, I actually do this right before I talk about toys, but you can ask me anything about the Pure Women's business, not mine and my husband's personal business, but anything about the Pure Women's business. Okay. How much money can you make? How do you get started? Things like that. If you're curious and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know, how do I do that? If you search on the training site, 8 questions sponsoring activity. Literally, you could say, hey, who wants to ask me 8 questions? You could print this out and you have your free printed questions. You know what they're going to ask. And then here's some suggested answers. Okay, so just another opportunity for you to kind of talk a little bit about the business if people are interested. Okay. We will, so you kind of splash in sexual wellness throughout your whole party. Okay. But mainly, here we go. Oh yes, cat romance is a good game too. You've had better response to that than the 8-question game. Yep, you kind of gotta figure out what works for you. So you're gonna kind of splash in sexual wellness info, and we're gonna go into depth about some lubricants and stuff. But you want to kind of do it throughout the whole thing, right? Like first we were talking about bath and beauty. We're making them feel great and sexy and confident. And then we go into massage and foreplay. I like to compare sometimes men to microwaves. Women are often like crock pots. Men take like 5 seconds to heat up. Women take like sometimes many hours, right? We start on off and then we go to warm and then maybe to low and then back to warm, so it takes us a bit. So really making women know that that's normal. They're normal. There's nothing wrong with them. And it's really important to know your body. Okay. When we get to lubricants, if you guys haven't clicked on these links and watched these videos that Megan Jost has done, definitely do them. I've seen them before. I watched them again today. And it's really, really important that women are applying these lubricants properly. And just that you know the main difference between the types of lubricants, because and like I said, you don't have to be an expert by any means, but just knowing kind of the basic differences, right? So first of all, how to apply lubricants correctly if someone is asking. Oftentimes people are just applying it externally to the opening. If you just take one pump of our Just Like Me or our Pure Pleasure, insert it, and then kind of rub it around inside the vagina, that is what's going to lubricate the vaginal tissues, which is a very delicate tissue, and ours are pH balanced as well. So it's going to make sure it doesn't upset the balance of the vagina. Okay. So make sure it's actually being inserted into the vagina instead of just on the opening or applied to just like a toy or a penis or anything like that. Okay. Now, why do you feel like a lubricant is important? So I want you to post in the chat, why is lubricant important? Why should women use lubricant? To avoid pain? Absolutely. For sure, to avoid pain. And on the flip side, make things more pleasurable. There you go. Use to enhance pleasure. Makes everything easier, sometimes more pleasurable. Because a cyst on your labia sucks. Yep, not fun. To prevent scarring. Yep. Absolutely. So if you didn't know, like I mentioned, the vagina has a super delicate pH balance to avoid bacteria from saliva. Absolutely. Super delicate pH balance. When something like a finger or toy or penis goes inside, it's going to upset the pH balance of the vagina. So your lubricant is actually acting as a protective barrier. Okay. Helps prevent tears, curving. Yep, absolutely. So it's acting as that protective barrier. The Just Like Me and the Pure Pleasure are the two that I would, and the Healy water-based lubricant with the CBD. Okay. Those are the 3 that I would suggest for toys, regular sex. Those are going to be your kind of your basic everyday go-tos. Okay. Pure pleasure, I'll tell you a couple more reasons how you can use that one. But if you do not have enough vaginal lubrication, you can create micro tears inside the vagina, which can lead to scar tissue. And then you can lose sensitivity. So a lot of women might not be using lubricant when they really, really should be. So it's really important that we educate women about that, right? And let them know that, hey, I want to make sure that we all are taking care of our vaginas, okay? Delicate pH balance, delicate tissues inside. We want to make sure those stay lubricated. If it is painful after you go, after you have sex and maybe you go to the bathroom, it's because you created micro tears. You tore while you were having some fun, right? And that's not going to feel very good. So the Just Like Me is our water-based one. Okay. Re-wetting, which is nice because if you apply it inside, even if you applied it like in the morning, as you get aroused later that evening, maybe afternoon delight, it's going to re-wet itself. So you don't have to keep reapplying lubrication over and over. Now, the Healy water-based lubricant with the CBD, main difference, so same thing as Just Like Me, but that CBD element to it is actually going to make it really great if you do have any pain during any kind of insertion. So any sort of pain, you want to add that CBD lubricant. That's going to help with that. Okay. Now, Pure Pleasure is silicone based, can be used inside the vagina. It's going to be like your Energizer Bunny. It's going to be long lasting. But it's also going to be really great for any water play or any anal play. Okay. So that's what the Pure Pleasure main difference is. Then you've got your whipped or your Euphoria creme. Nope, CBD won't take away the sensation. Sometimes people even say like it heightens it, exactly what Kat said. It like heightens sensation. Whipped and sensations are going to be your more playful ones. Okay. Doesn't mean that you cannot put them inside the vagina. You can. But like your basic everyday, I'd go with the Just Like Me, Pure Pleasure, or water-based with the CBD. Okay. Yes, but lowers pain. Correct. So the whipped is going to be creamy. It's really good for anything that goes on the penis, like a C-ring or a pleasure sleeve. Okay. Sensations is our warming one. Really great for oral favors. Make you a little more enthusiastic about them. And then you have that heat element as well. Okay. So with that, I know there were, I want to see the other. Okay. So Kat says CBD lube saved her sex life after her LEEP procedure. What's that? What's a LEEP procedure? Help the pain go away and heighten sensation for both of us. Awesome. So that is lubricants. And like I said, watch her videos. It's going to go in depth, just similar to what I did right now about those lubricants. And then you will know the difference, right? And kind of can help guide people to the correct lubricant for them for this specific situation. All right. So Pure Romance also has a ton of product launches throughout the year. So instead of memorizing all the different features of like one specific toy or one specific product, right? If you literally just master the category, you're going to be able to demo any of our toys, okay? Any of the actual products. So for instance, Clairol toys, okay? 85% of V owners, people with a V, sorry, I'm in my TikTok. I can't say vagina on TikTok. 85% of vulva owners are going to need external clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm. Insertion typically doesn't do a whole ton. Might feel good, but most women need that clitoral stimulation. So for clitoral toys, talk about how you can increase that sensation there, right? Stimulate different areas around the external vulva area. Doesn't have to be direct clitoral stimulation. You can actually do a stimulation by pressing the labia into the clitoris, right? So any of our toys that are clitoral toys, you don't have to know all the speeds and functions and all the things. It's just knowing that how you can use it around the clitoris. Okay. So waking up those nerve endings and really drawing attention to the pleasure point, the point of the clitoris that most women need to reach orgasm. Okay. Now, dual action toys are going to be the toy that's going to be inserted and external. So you're going to hit clitoral and vaginal at the same time. That is going to be really great for people who maybe have already orgasmed through vaginal stimulation. Maybe they haven't, but they want to explore it. They just want some added sensation and enhancing. We have great toy options for that. But some women want both at the same time. Some are like, that's too much for me. I want one or the other. So our dual action toys really is just stimulating inside the vagina, waking up areas you might not know existed, like the G spot, and then also stimulating the clitoris at the same time. And then any C rings, purpose of a C ring is to go around the base of the erect penis. It's going to constrict and control, meaning the blood, so constrict and control the blood flow. So their erection is going to be stronger. They're going to last longer. Okay. That means that the toy right here is going to vibrate up here. If you have a partner with a penis, partner with a vulva, and they thrust, it's going to help hit clitoris for the vulva owner. Okay. So any of those C rings that we have are going to do the same thing. Just some might have larger vibrating areas. Some might have a double ring to go around the base of the testicles. Okay. But main purpose is to constrict that blood flow. And that's going to make the erection stronger and last longer. And then anal play toys. 3 things that I always say for anal play in general: lubrication, communication, relaxation. If you don't have all those 3 things, anal play is probably not going to be very fun. And so with anal play toys, you want to make sure that 1, they always know that you want to do 1 inch per minute. So if you have the anal opening, you have a toy with lubrication and you're relaxed and you've communicated, 1 inch inserted per minute. Okay. You want to go slow and steady, ease into it. And with anal play, you don't even have to have insertion. So there's so many nerve endings around the anal opening. If you just stimulate with a finger vibration or a toy, you're going to wake up those nerve endings and you can actually have stronger orgasms and orgasm more quickly, especially for us women, if you stimulate the clitoris and the anus at the same time. Okay. So anal play toys can be super pleasurable for both men and women. And 1 in 3 women have either tried or interested. So, yes, I always say that makes a third of us in this room. Okay. So, with anal play, you don't need, like I said, with any of these, you don't need to know all the functions, the bells and whistles or anything, just the purpose of why someone would want maybe this category of a toy. Okay. All right. So a couple just like miscellaneous product or sexual health info that you can talk about during your party. So pheromones. We have a lot of products that actually have pheromones in them. Most of our Bath and Beauty products, like our body oil and our refreshing fragrance mist, our perfume, but our Basic Instinct is a great one to demo and to be a starter to demo. So your pheromones, essentially your body's natural sex attractant. They're going to help put you in a good mood, help put others around you in a better mood. It can help with stress or anxiety. Some say it can help with the headaches. It's a natural confidence booster. Okay. So what I like to do with Basic Instinct, actually before the party even starts, I roll it on the right inside wrist. I say, hey ladies, I'm going to actually give you a little of our Basic Instinct. I want to roll this on your right inside wrist. Okay. Don't rub it into your left. and just give it some time and you're all going to smell a little bit different. Okay. So someone might smell really extra fruity. Someone might be more subtle. It's literally going to change within a few minutes, and it's going to work with your body's hormones and natural pheromones to create your own unique scent. So it depends on pregnancy, depends on medications, your menstrual cycle. Literally can smell different on everyone throughout the day and throughout the month. So it's a really fun one to play around with as well. So pheromones, you can definitely talk about that during Basic Instinct or a perfume. If someone's talking about pain after sex, I kind of mentioned this. If you're going to the bathroom after intercourse and you experience that burning sensation, it means that you tore, like it was cut during intercourse due to that lack of lubrication. This can definitely cause infection. If it continues over time, it's going to develop scar tissue. Like I said, that leads to loss of sensitivity and can make it hard to naturally conceive. So how to use a lubricant properly, like I said, to actually insert it and actually apply it can really prevent that from happening. So all of these things that you ladies are going to be sharing with your clients are going to be things that honestly could change their life. I mean, if they're not using things properly, if they're not feeling confident, if all these things, you're going to be helping them. And it's such a cool thing to be able to empower women like that. Okay. But like I said, please don't feel like you have to be like a master of the products to begin with or anything like that. Like you're going to learn how to incorporate more of this every single time. It's going to become more comfortable for you. Okay. And showing women how to use products or lubricant. And most women are going to be visual learners. So it's important to show them how to apply lubricant and where to use bedroom accessories. So that's just a great video that you can watch from Megan Jost. Okay. Now, products that cannot be demoed. You should definitely know this because it's very important. So you can only demo products on your hands, arms, your face, and I believe your neck. Nowhere else should you be demoing products. So that means, does anyone want to take a guess? What 3 products? One is kind of I'll show you how you can still demo it. Nip, lips, yes. Okay, so can't demo on the nips. So that right there, Bosom Buddy. Bosom Buddy, you can demo it on their lips with maybe a Q-tip, right? Put on their finger, Q-tip of it, have it on their lips. They may not apply it on their nips, okay? So, Bosom Buddy. Second one. This one is, I don't believe you can demo this one. Second one is our Great Head, okay? Technically, your mouth is on your face. So if they wanted to taste it, I guess you could. I would not encourage them to like try to put something down to see if they have a gag reflex. Like that's just not a great idea. So, better just like talk. It's one that you can talk about and you can easily do it the same way. Okay. And then the third one, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm blanking. Give me 1 second. Literally, I'm going to call pregnancy brain because I'm pregnant. I'm literally forgetting what other one. Oh, duh. Oh my gosh. The big one. The enhancement cream. Okay. So the enhancement cream, you cannot demo. Okay. So make sure that you don't demo that one. I truly do not even pass that around. Okay. I never pass any of my products around. I simply hold on to them. No one else holds on to them during my party. Okay. I don't even pass toys around. So that is just a personal thing again. So do what you will. I do not pass toys around. I talk about them. I say, I'm going to bring these into the shopping room at the end of the party. You can come to the shopping room and you can see the different vibrations or speeds, or you can ask me about a certain one but I will show you all that in the shopping room. So I don't pass around any products. No products actually physically leave my hands. Okay. Now, here is where the magic happens, and then we're almost done. Okay. Ordering room magic. Literally, the connection cards and the ordering room, two biggest, most important things of the party. Okay. P.S. I also just want you to know, have fun, right? So, like, please have fun. If you are not having fun, then you might like feel like more stressed or things like that. Just relax. It's okay if you screw up. It's okay if you mess up. You're going to screw up all the time. After almost 10 years, I literally screw up all of the time. Okay. Yes. So repeat the ones that can't be tested. So Bosom Buddy can only be tested on your lips. Great Head, I would avoid if you can. If they want to taste it, they can, but I would avoid that. And then enhancement cream or gel. So our O in vanilla frosting, our Amp gel, our Excitement warming clitoral gel as well. So they're all like those clitoral creams. You definitely don't want someone taking that tube and going into the bathroom. Okay. So I actually, like I said, I hold on to all products. Products don't leave my hand. I don't pass products around. So if you have more questions about like what products I actually like demo on the people, I can answer that afterwards. So yes, have fun. Okay. So now order room magic. So even though, yes, the party itself is so much fun, that's where like, you guys have a blast, you laugh, all the stuff. Truly the real connection does happen in the shopping room. And we want to listen more than we talk. It's really important that we ask questions. We can guide them to what products are the best fit for them. We want to ask open-ended questions. Okay, they're going to encourage a response. So close-ended questions, they're going to quickly end the conversation, cause awkward silence, and they're only going to require a yes or no. So examples are, did you have fun tonight? Yeah. Cool. Instead of asking that, let's turn that to open-ended question like, hey, what did you enjoy most about the party? That's actually getting to know like what they're most interested in maybe. Instead of, oh, do you want to buy anything? Oh, what could I get for you? What questions can I answer for you about the products, right? So some things that you might hear is, I've never used a toy before. What do you recommend? Here are some things that I typically ask if someone comes and they're like, I've never used a toy. Okay. How can I need help. One, I will say, perfect. First things first, have you ever orgasmed? Okay. I listen to them. Okay. If they have, great. Was it through clitoral external stimulation or internal vaginal stimulation or both? 9 times out of 10, it's clitoral external stimulation. Okay. From there, I will ask, okay, so do you want something that's just going to externally stimulate, or do you want something that's going to maybe be able to be inserted to kind of add some stimulation there as well? So Twilight Mood is one of my top selling toys because it is so versatile. You can use it externally, you can use it just internally, or you can actually bend it to hit both. So that's the one I typically recommend if they want to explore a little bit more. If they've never had an orgasm, first, validate them. That is the most important thing. Validate them, make them feel normal because it's normal. Okay. So what you can say is, you are not alone. I've met so many women, or I know of so many women who've never orgasmed, and that's totally normal. Okay. And so guiding from there, what kind of stimulation typically feels good for you? External on the clitoris, internal vaginally, neither, both. Oftentimes when people haven't orgasmed, it really is mind. A lot of it is in their mind. So really trying to help them set the mood for themselves, give themselves foreplay. But then also suggesting an enhancement cream or gel that can really start adding sensation to the clitoris, waking up those nerve endings and getting them, into the mood or like focusing on that intimacy and not thinking about all the different things. Okay. So with that, I did see a question, and this is a very great question. So do you need another room for ordering room magic? Yes. Your hostesses and at your launch party, you want to have a private room. Reason being is you want to really respect customer confidentiality. So making sure that the people who are coming into the shopping room feel comfortable and confident asking you questions, talking about products. You are going to hear things that people have probably never told anyone before. And that is a really empowering thing. It's one of my favorite parts about the business. And that's why I say the connection really happens in here. So you want to make sure you have a private, confidential shopping room. And I always say, all right, ladies, next we're going to head into the shopping room. Our fabulous hostess is going to go last. But if anyone needs to get going right away or wants to get first dibs on the inventory, you can come in right away. And it is completely private, confidential, one-on-one shopping. No one else knows what you get except for me and you. Totally your choice if you want to come out and spill the beans to everyone. Okay. But I want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident asking questions about products that you're interested in. Okay. So that is why we have confidential ordering as well. Okay. So pain during sex, we kind of talked about that. If anyone's having pain during sex, you can ask, are you using lubrication? How much foreplay are you getting? And, things like that to kind of gauge a little bit about their experience and everything, right? No sex drive. Are you on medications? Is it something that you've never had a sex drive? Is it something that has recently gone away? Has something changed in your life? And you don't always have to jump to suggesting a product necessarily, but just listen, right? Like women want to tell you why something maybe isn't working. Okay. And they really just want to have you be a listening ear sometimes. And it's really important to listen more than you talk, like I said. But low sex drive could really just be maybe they have low confidence as well, so you don't always have to just suggest product right away, but you can also, if you do suggest some products, that's a great one to introduce, a enhancement gel for the clitoris. That's going to kind of put you in the mood, quicker and stuff like that. Adding some vibration or a toy to kind of wake up areas that you maybe didn't know existed, having a really great foreplay, even with yourself, lighting a candle, massage, all that stuff. Okay. So, yes, super important for all of us to be heard. So, that is the ordering room magic. If you have any additional, so I know, like I said, I know this was a lot. I know it feels like a lot. Megan Jost created this because she wanted to make sure literally you had everything. Okay. Everything you needed to know, before your first party at your fingertips. And you do not be, I'm going to say this again, like for the 50th time, you don't have to be an expert. Okay. You're going to learn along the way. And I promise you, it is the best thing for you to do is to jump in and get started doing parties, even not knowing how to do them. Okay. Because you're going to have hiccups. You're going to learn from, previous parties, things like that. And I want you to continue to feel confident more and more as your business goes on. Okay. Yeah. Courtney said she read from tiny paper catalogs her first 3 parties. I printed out my word for word script and I read it for 10 parties straight, you guys. This is Coochie Cream. It's really great for shaving your legs and it's rash free. I was horrible, literally horrible. Okay. Yes. Shadow another consultant. Find a leader in your area. Megan Jost can connect you. I can connect you with a leader on our team, and find someone that you can shadow a party. I'm always open to having shadows at my parties. And if you're not near me, I can find someone else that is near you that you can shadow. You can kind of see how they do the party. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. What questions do you have that I maybe didn't cover, or maybe you want more clarification? I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, you're so sweet, Courtney. I'm going to stop sharing. You can definitely unmute yourself if you have a question, or you can just post in the chat if you have a question as well. And just know, after 10 years, I literally screw up all of the time. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us relatable. And that's what makes us make women feel comfortable at the party. Okay. Okay. Are the party links for each party or just to our page? Amanda, more clarification. Do you mean, do we have a party link for every party? Or do you want to is it better to just send them directly to your website? So,
well, I was trying to set up like for my launch party, setting up a Facebook invite and I want to put a link on there so if people can't come in person, but I can't seem to figure out how. So when I've tried to demo links, it just goes to the website and you're shopping with Amanda Lee. And so then.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. So I'm sharing my screen again. This is going to be what I would suggest. So if you go to your, oopsies, here we go. If you go to your back office, okay, it should look like this. Click on my business and my parties. Sorry, it takes a little bit to load. And then you're just going to add a party. Okay. It is going
Yep, I did that.
And it's still going back to your main site?
It just goes to the main site.
Okay.
Or like my main site or whatever.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I would call corporate, so 866 romance, and just see if it's a known issue or if it's something that they're trying to fix or whatever. Until then, what I would do is I would go to your website that you're going to share with a customer. So this is mine, pureromance.com/Dana McWilliam. And then I'm just going to click on bestsellers. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that link and share that link. Reason why is because for some reason, we don't know, when you share this link inside of Facebook, sometimes it strips out your consultant info and then just sends the person to the corporate site. And we don't want that. We want you to get credit for your orders. Okay. So for the time being, Amanda, if they do say, it's a known issue, we're working on it, just share this link. And as you are getting orders, it's going to be something that you can probably be like, oh, hey, hostess, like, did you have anyone, I have a couple ladies that had ordered online. Are any of these your friends? It's something you can kind of do. So this is the link I would share personally. Yeah, hope that makes sense. Okay, you think it's a known issue. Kat says, oh, related to the PureShop integration. Okay. So it might be something that you have to just share your current site right now. Or what I would do is you can always personally take orders too, if you're going to have them, if you'd rather have them order directly through you, and shop through your inventory, you can do that as well. I think the taxing thing was your biggest, always pops into my mind, but never comes out. And I think Shyla, did Kat help you with that? I think you were asking about taxes, like how to add tax to a product. Okay. So kind of what Fatima said. So if a product costs $24, you add, if they're just getting one product, you add tax and shipping to that. Okay, so you're going to add the shipping first, then you're going to add the tax, and then you're going to get your total. Okay. If you have a discount on something, let's say you get $4 off of the Coochie cream, $24 minus 4 is 20 bucks. 20 plus your shipping times your tax equals their total. Okay. All right. To host a virtual party would follow the same steps and requirements. Can you talk about virtual parties? Yeah. What I would do is I think Courtney's your sponsor, right? I would specifically probably talk to Courtney about virtual parties. I'll briefly mention them, but they are way different than in-home parties. And what you do for an in-home party, you're not necessarily going to do for a virtual party. Okay. We have a party flow that you can follow. Another consultant named Tiffany Ransom does a really great virtual party flow that I still personally follow. So I can get you that information, or Courtney can as well, but you will do a lot of stuff quite differently for virtual parties as well. And I will say, I'm just going to be 100% upfront. You can definitely do this business virtual and in home. I think doing a hybrid is the best model for your business. But virtual parties are definitely going to be different sales wise too. Does not mean you cannot have phenomenal virtual parties. I've had several $1,000 virtual parties. However, they tend to be much lower in sales. Okay. So you're going to have to do more virtual parties to equate to one in-home party. Okay. Okay. Also, I do want to take a picture. If anyone wants to, I'll get back to the questions. If anyone wants to smile really quick, and put their, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Oh, look at you all. I love this so much. If you want to put your camera on, I would love it. If you do not, that is totally okay. All right. And I'm going to take a little picture, and then I'll post in the Beauties team page. So I think, A Griffin, I don't know. Okay. What's your first name? She goes, wait, give me a sec. Oh, and if you didn't know, Catherine, Kat did share Grace. Thank you. Oh, Grace. Yes. I remember your last name. Grace shared the Facebook group for Tiffany Ransom virtual parties. Okay. So she shared it in the chat. So you can definitely do that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ready? Smile for those of you who are on camera. Oh, you ladies are the best. Perfect. Okay. Let's get back to some questions. You can hide your face now if you want, Finn. Or you can keep it open. Okay. You shipped your first order last week Monday and your gal still hasn't gotten it. What can or should I do if it gets lost or doesn't get to her? So, what did you ship it through? If you don't have a tracking number, so I'm going to put it in the chat, pirateship.com. It is free. I personally ship from my house, meaning don't have to stand in line at the post office. I print labels from my house. And the great thing is all you need is a scale. I literally have it's probably like a $10 scale. Like it's a food scale technically. That's what I put my packages on to weigh them. And then I print the label via Pirate Ship. Okay. And the reason why I do that is because it has a tracking number. Okay. No extra money. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Thank you, Courtney. It's not free to actually ship. Pirate Ship meaning like no extra money for the program. Okay. So yes, you still have to pay to ship the product. That's why we always charge shipping to our clients. Okay. No subscription charge. Thank you guys. Thank you. So you do have a tracking. Okay. Yes. So I just love pirate ship because it always gives you a tracking no matter what price it is or anything like that. Okay. Yes, discounted shipping rates for you. Perfect. Thank you guys for clarifying. People are gonna be like, I can ship for free. You can't ship for free on pirate ship. Yay, Shiloh's got a shipping or a scale that she's gonna start shipping from home. Okay. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba. Like I said, so Megan Joseph is going to be doing a training, and I'm hoping she's able to record one, and then I can share it with you ladies on this PayPal Zettle thing, because it is the POS system. So it's essentially like a virtual order form, and it is free, and you can order a card swiper and everything with it. So Rachel says you have to have the chip reader from Square. New laws are requiring it. I'd have to look into that more. I didn't know that either. Let's see. Any other questions that you ladies have? I know I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I appreciate you guys being on here. I hope it was helpful. Thank you. We'll give a huge shout out to Megan Jose for, creating that workbook with all those links and everything. Yes. So just really, really great. So yeah, okay, condom. Yes, I can post my script. It's actually in the Boston Beauties page. Condom safe things. So Grace, you brought up a good point. We cannot claim a lot of things. Okay. So for instance, we can't be like, yep, this is a condom safe product. Now, what we can say about Just Like Me is that it is condom compatible. Any other products are really going to be, if someone asks like, oh, is this safe with condoms? Let's say like AMP or our Whipped or whatever. I personally say, technically, I can't claim that it is safe. I can only say you have to check the back of your condom box. And that is what I say. Okay. Yes, at your discretion. Where can you find the pages I've been going through? So, that was posted in the, give me 1 second. Okay. So in this event, okay, launch party prep event, if you aren't in here, have your sponsor invite you to it, or actually, I think maybe I can invite you to it, Shyla. Oh, there we go. Oopsies, sorry. Okay. So in here, and you can personally message me as well. So it has the new consultant launch party prep, and this is like the workbook. Okay. So if you just click on that, it's going to bring you there, and then it's going to have all of these clickable links. So this document and the checklist, the Blossom Beauties new consultant checklist, also created by Megan Jose, adjusted a couple of things that, our team does, but everything in blue is going to be clickable. These are going to be really, really great resources for you to kind of get started with. Okay. Obviously it's going to give you everything about your party. New consultant checklist is going to give you everything to kind of like just get started with. And if you sign up for one or both of the inventory boosters by tonight at midnight, you're going to get a free gift. So that is how you can add some inventory. We've got the liquid one, the toy one. You get it at 60% off. That means literally like, so $808 worth of product. If you get the liquid booster, you sell it, you're going to make $484. Amazing. Okay. So with that, let me see what are the questions. So, okay, my suggestion, Kirby, so you can't access Pure Academy. So I will tell you ladies, first of all, with the free kits, okay, if you got in on one of the free kits, just know this is the very first time we've done it. Okay, so there have been some hiccups along the way. We appreciate your patience with it. I know corporate is really trying to figure out all of these things that, because there was a lot of stuff going into it, right? And we've never done it. So Pure Academy was not included in the free kit. However, I know you aren't the only one who's had trouble getting into it. When in doubt, I always say call corporate. Okay. I personally call them. I don't support, or I don't submit a portal ticket. I personally call them. Their phone number is 866 romance. I call them. They are open, I believe, Monday through Friday, or maybe Monday through Thursday and also Saturday. I think their corporate hours are on the website. But I call and I would just ask. It might just be a little glitch. It might be something that they're figuring out with the free kits. So just know that there's some glitches that they're trying to figure out. So I know we appreciate your patience with it and everything. Yay, you received a liquid booster. Yay. Okay, nice to see you. Thanks for joining.
Are the boosters those we have access to just in like the first 45 days, is that right?
Yeah, so it's actually your first 30 days. Okay.
Okay.
So it's your first 30 days. So you ladies still have a few weeks and everything. But here's the deal. We don't get this offer. Like, they'll sometimes bring inventory boosters for seasoned consultants, here and there, but we don't get this opportunity often. And man, I wish I could get some inventory boosters, like the new consultants can get. So that is something, if you're able to take advantage of, I would highly encourage it. It's great. You're going to have inventory on hand. And as long as you do it within your first 30 days, you're going to be able to get, that awesome, like 60% off price and stuff. So.
And is that from the date that we signed up or when we got our pack or?
Yep. So that is another thing with the free kit thing. I don't know 110% what date it's from. I'm going to just play it safe and say it's from the day you ordered the free kit. So that would have been last Tuesday on the 14th. That's going to be.
I ordered my kit the week before on the 7th.
Okay, then perfect. So then yours would be on the 7th. Yep. So I'm just going to say it's the date that you ordered your kit. So that would be the 7th. Okay. Any other questions? I'm so happy to see all you ladies on here. You are so welcome. Thank Megan Jose. Literally, I would not have the workbook if it were not for her. So yes, I hope that it was helpful for you. If you have questions, please reach out. Definitely reach out to your sponsor with questions. They can definitely help you. If you want to post questions in the team page, you can definitely do that. My demo script is in the team page. Okay, in the Blossoming Beauties team page, you can find the full party demo script, and it is either under files. I mean, you can go under files, or you can also search script, and it hasn't been updated since I think 2021 or yes, I think yeah. So full party script 2021. I'm just going to comment on this bump. So hopefully it will go into the top of the list. I've got 2 versions, I think, in the team page. So yeah, that's what I got. Thank you guys again. I hope you have a fabulous night, and we will chat soon. Bye, guys.